All right, folks. Thanks again for joining us, and thanks for following us wherever you're watching us from. So we're still here at the Monrovia Central Prison, and the South Beach Prison, of course, as you are aware of, where 4 lawmakers, including Councillor J. Fonati Koffa, Honorable Dixon Rawi Sibo, and 2 others have been charged and brought for the Capitol building fire incident, along with several other charges. So earlier this morning, they were taken to the courts up Capitol Hill this morning, and obviously there wasn't a court proceeding that actually took place. First thing this morning, their charges were read to them individually. And once that was done, they were also told if they're willing to plead the case as a group or individually, it's up to them. They were told by the lawyers, they were told by the justices in chambers, if they want to follow this case individually, they can, or if they want to follow this case as a group, they also do have the right. And also, this particular case is also has the ability to bail them out. It's actually bailable, but again, it has to be done within a time frame. And so it's obviously, from the way things are going, especially with the time, it's obviously 2 p.m. already, and come to think of it, it's the weekend, it's on a Saturday, and offices don't work for long. Insurance companies, remember, they have to pay a certain fee to be brought out. All of that might take time, and so from the way it looks like, it's obvious they might not be built out. So with the way it looks like now, it's obvious that they might not be built out from this time, because it's way past 2 p.m. And come to think of it, I mean, it's clear. All you need to do is to be in time to file your bond, pay your fees, and do it within the actual time frame. But it's obvious that might not happen. In fact, today at the courts, there were nothing like bill brought forth by their lawyers, or for them to be to bond them out. There was nothing of such presented by their lawyers at the courts today. All we witnessed was their charges being read to them, and they were brought here to the Monrovia Central Prison. So they will be here. Earlier you were here, you saw the actions. There are a score of Liberians who were here expressing their disenchantment. We spoke to some of them. Others say this is a politically motivated situation. According to some Liberians who were on the standby, they claim these people are being politically targeted. But also, you heard from the police, IG, Inspector General Gregory Coleman, that the act that took place in December on the Capitol building was deliberately done, and that it was not an accident. According to him, the Capitol building was deliberately set ablaze, and also this crime was perpetrated. They got sufficient evidence about what transpired, and so folks, we'll see folks walking away. Obviously, it appears there might be some actions taking place somewhere there. We might want to go close to see what's actually transpiring. But that's it. We just thought to do a summary and tell you what's transpiring currently. So wherever you're following us from, stick and stay with us. Let's see if we can go a little closer to know what's actually happening. Let's walk with the cameras there and see what's happening. Obviously, this particular environment. So folks, we obviously don't know what's happening. But we see folks running helter skelter. Group are on their way. All right, so folks, we are receiving information that a group of protesters on their way. We are receiving information that a group of protesters on their way. So as you can see, folks are making way with their vehicles. Folks are leaving the Monrovia Central Prison. As you can see, folks are pulling off with their vehicles. Folks are running helter skelter. So obviously, Obviously, once there is a protest, it means there will be police here. There will be police presence here. So we're seeing the vehicle of the police arriving here. More men are deploying now. More men are deploying. So the police is deploying more men now. So it appears something is about to happen here at the Monrovia Central Prison. We are being told that there are a group of protesters who are making their way here at the Monrovia Central Prison. So we're going to see if we can go there a little closer. We want to go a little closer and show you. Let's go a little closer. We're going to run a little bit, guys. Stick and stay with us. We want to show you the action. So wherever you're watching from, wherever you're following from, follow us. All right, so it appears it's actually happening, guys. It appears a protest is actually. It's fine. It appears a protest is actually happening right here on Lane Street around the ATS area. Police have already barricaded the location. Police have already barricaded the place. So we're trying to run there. So here you're seeing folks running here to scatter. All right, the police are already deploying. They just got here. Okay, here they are. Here they are. Here the protesters are running. Here they are running. So the police have already deployed. The police have already deployed. And the police have already cleared the area. They are already arresting some of these. The police have arrested 2 persons. Oh, Honorable Janga Kowo, the CDC chairman Janga Kowo has been arrested. CDC chairman Janga Kowo has been arrested.
Has been arrested, yeah.
CDC chairman Janga Kowo has been arrested, and the police are barricading us from showing him. The police are barricading. That's Janga Kowo being taken away. That's CDC chairman Janga Kowo being taken away. That's Janga Kowo of the CDC being taken away. That's Janga Kowo of the CDC being taken away. So they've just arrested Janga Kowo. He's being taken away. Janga Kowo is being taken away. He has just been arrested. That's Janga Kowo of the CDC party chairman. He was amongst those who were protesting. He's just been taken away. He was amongst those who were protesting. Now this is it, guys. This is it, guys. Where are you following us from? That's it.
Them from protesting. All we were asking was, please, can you take the side of the road?
Okay.
Okay.
What led to you picking up the TDC chairperson?
Well, he refused to follow police lawful instruction. Tell me that's a country of law. Boy!
That's one of the protesters. That's one of the protesters. That's one of the protesters. Tear gas. Tear gas, guys. Tear gas. Tear gas, guys, tear gas. Woo. Tear gas, guys. Tear gas. Already been thrown. The first tear gas has already been thrown. The first tear gas has been thrown. The first tear gas has been thrown. Now look ahead of you. The location is already clear. The location has been cleared. The protesters are rain of helter scatter. Ah, my eyes. Okay, guys. So that's it. You are hearing from one of the police chief here. 102, of course, obviously. How did this come about? you have already taken your suspects into custody. How did this come about?
The guys came over, and apparently they're moving to the central prison to stomp the central prison. We don't know what their intentions are, probably to break it. And all we're asking them to do is get on the side of the road, do your peaceful protest, and they refuse to disperse. And we're in charge of law and order. I mean, it's our business to make sure law and order is maintained.
Okay.
So it's not personal.
Okay. That's 102. You are hearing it from him. According to him, the protesters were making their way to the Monrovia Central Prison. According to him, they've asked them to barricade the location, but they insisted on still moving to the Monrovia Central Prison, so they had to step in. Yes. No. So CDC party chairman Janga Kowo has been apprehended. Janga Kowo, along with several other protesters, have already been apprehended. Guys, my eyes have tasted the first shot of tear gas that was thrown. One of the protesters. So you just heard it from 102. They will arrest if the need arises.
Let them go ahead.
Yes.
If they are peaceful, put them on the side of the road, allow them to go ahead with their protest. When they become violent and belligerent, go for them, arrest them.
You're hearing it from him. That's 102. If you get peaceful, you will be allowed to protest. Sorry.
If they're not violent, you allow them to have their space. These are the tenets of democracy. So we are law enforcement professionals. Our job is to make sure that these tenets of democracy are respected.
There are so much. I don't know. There might have been many of the protesters that you target the chairman alone.
Well, he's an agitator. He's a lead. And in the job that I do, I go for the guy who's the prime.
Did you see the citizen national chairman coming along with some citizens?
Four pickers, load of men, on their way to the central prison. For our intelligence, it was intended to ensure that it disrupt, probably break the prison, and get whoever accomplish whatever intentions they got. So we're just doing what's required of us.
Now you are proving
as long as they agree to walk on the side of the road, do what is requested by the law enforcement agency. Trust me, there's no reason for this. I personally engaged Jangako, the chairman. This is somebody I know.
When did he do that?
Right now, just before, when it was chaotic and you came in late.
Okay.
But my question to you was, sir, can you just take the side of the road? And you said you could not. What do you think? Are you not worried about your own conscience and safety? Don't you have the right to use the road too? So we just do what's required of us.
Now you are moving entirely in that direction you're taking now.
Well, I'm looking for anybody in this town who will try to hinder justice. If you do it, I'm coming for you. The Liberia National Police is coming for you. We're not backing off. It's our business to ensure that law and order is maintained. And we're not reserved.
You sound very emotional.
No,
Why?
I'm sorry. But these are not normal times. I'm not in my office. I'm in the field. What do you expect me to be doing here?
So,
drinking tea?
So,
talking to you?
One or two citizens may be concerned looking at our past history of how safety the country is looking
As
at.
long as the guys are okay, tell me to know why we are doing our measures to ensure the safety of the general public. Remember, the people who are causing the trouble do constitute a minute portion of the general public. So I'm not going to let 10 persons to inconvenience one or the other persons.
Some of these people are obviously looking for political attention, and they will come your way, obviously, so you can have them arrested or have this included.
My job is to maintain law and order.
So, how many persons you have arrested so far in this operation?
It's still fluid.
Will you free a chairman later?
That's 102. That's 102 there. The Liberia National Police. We're here in Central Monrovia. It's raining, folks. It's raining. But several protesters have been apprehended. And the police folks have brought the entire Lane Street and surrounding locations under their protection. So as you can see, we've spoken to 102, and they have apprehended CDC party chairman Janga Kowo along with other protesters who accompanied him. You just heard from one or two. He made it clear, according to him, the CDC folks were headed to the Monrovia Central Prison in pickups. He said 2 pickups full, and according to him, they had to put a stop to that and dislodge the protesters. So this is all happening as a reaction to the arrest. This is all happening as a reaction to the arrest of Councillor J. Fonati Koffa, Desin Rauri Sibo, along with 2 others who are being charged for setting the Capitol building at blaze sometimes in December. Well, with the political nature attached to this case, it's obvious there will be folks agitating, coming out and protesting to have their political icons released. This is one of such that you're witnessing as police officers have started apprehending individuals who are protesting and demanding the release of these national actors and political actors, if I may call them. Well, Lane Street has been cleared. Nearby streets also have been cleared. And it's raining out here. So folks, where we are currently is actually cleared. There are no police officers behind us. You don't see any of the officers, but let me just walk you through what actually transpired a few moments ago. So I was earlier doing a wrap-up of the arrest of these lawmakers at the Monrovia Central Prison just to depart in my broadcast. But again, right while I was in the middle of the broadcast, we started seeing folks running helter-skelter at the front of the Monrovia Central Prison, folks taking their vehicles for safety, and we were told that there were protesters heading towards the Monrovia Central Prison. And of course, once we got on the road, we saw police officers and protesters running helter-skelter, and some of them were apprehended by the police, placed in the pickups and taken strictly at the police headquarters and not the Monrovia Central Prison that is nearby. Amongst those protesters was CDC Chairman Janga Ko. He was apprehended by the police along with several individuals who were protesting along with him, and they were all taken to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Now, you witnessed us talking to 1 or 2 of the LNP, and you heard him. According to him, they're trying to instill peace. They're trying to make sure people do not carry out public disturbance. And so he told us that he got intelligence that 2 pickers were headed to the Monrovia Central Prison. And according to him, he didn't know the intention of the folks who were headed there, or whether they were headed there to vandalize the prison. But I guess they were obviously going there to protest, because he said they were protesting and the police asked them to protest on the side of the road. But he claimed that the CDC chairman especially insisted that they would not leave the road, and they were being vehement, so they had to arrest them and take them to the Monrovia, to the Liberia National Police headquarters. So right now that has subsided. We are not seeing any action around us anymore. The officers have created a barricade right here at the ATS. They've also created a barricade somewhere along the sports park, along the PSP area, and so they've barricaded the entire location, and vehicles are not using that direction anymore. So that's meant to obviously prevent the Monrovia Central Prison from probably being vandalized by protesters. So folks, this is what transpiring in Monrovia now. This is what transpiring in the capital. Our former House Speaker, Councillor J. Fonati Koffa, lawmaker Dixon Sibo and 2 others are now in detention at the Monrovia Central Prison. First thing this morning, their charges were read to them. They are being charged for committing arson or setting the Capitol building ablaze in December. So court proceedings are set to begin on Monday, but for now, these lawmakers are at the Monrovia Central Prison. Stick and stay with us. We will stick around to see what transpires during the day. But currently, what's actually happening now is police are going after protesters who are said to be headed at the Monrovia Central Prison, according to them, to protest for the police to release the lawmakers who have been apprehended and are being charged for setting the Capitol building ablaze. My name is Anthony Williams. Stick and stay with us. We will not bring this video to an end until we see something else to bring you live here on LNTV. Keep following us. All right, folks, so this is it. The entire street is cleared. The entire street is cleared. So we're going to go back towards the Monrovia Central Prison end, where the folks are targeting, where the folks are trying to make their way. So let's walk there quickly. I had to tell my driver to take the car to safety. I had to tell my driver to take the car to safety. Folks were throwing stones, and everyone was taking their vehicle to safety, of course, Central Prison. Sorry about the break-in. I had to pick a call quickly on my other phone. So yes, now we go back. I don't know, but we could probably end this video once we get at the Central Prison and see if we can run back at the police headquarters, where we can run back at the police headquarters where Jangako has been taken. Jangako and other folks have been taken. But keep looking at the streets. Keep looking at the streets of Monrovia. That's it. How you do, guys? Can I talk to you? You care to talk to me? The same conversation you're having, bro. So don't worry. Let you keep it cool. Let you keep it cool. Huh? Okay, your name?
Fanny Family.
Family.
Yeah. Fanny Family.
Fanny RV. Thanks for money. Anthony Williams, thanks for talking to me. Yeah. The police said they arrested these folks because they were rioting and throwing stones. Come to think of it, the police arrested 4 lawmakers and they are at the Central Prison, and the folks were going there, according to the police, to throw stones. What do you think about this?
As for me, I can go there. Yeah. Because what the government doing now, we just looking at it, but they are not doing the right thing.
Okay.
But as for all, we will sit down and see.
Okay.
What will be going on. But me, I can go there to see where I go to rap.
Yeah.
You know that they are lawmakers. They get on the right too.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they will know what they will do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
all right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay. Who cares? How about you, boss? What do you make of the entire thing that happening?
Like what the way get to where to go, we see the people.
Okay.
We get down to do so much what go on. That was telling me what to see.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. How are you, sir? You care to talk to me too? Just introduce yourself.
No comment.
Oh, no comment. I love that. Nice one. Folks, so that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, Alma, what you say?
Okay, small children, then white children, they're going to school. Everything not be alright, then the children they will not go to school. Let everything be under control. Like all one.
All right, Alma, thank you very much.
All right.
All right, you heard it from her. She wants everything to be brought under control. Kids are going to school, they got to return to school. How are you, old man? You want to say something too? Where are you?
Mani Kamara.
Okay, Mr. Kamara, what your take on the whole thing?
The whole thing, the politician is spoiling.
Okay.
They spoil it. Now, technology is working. The other thing they make it to burn our play there for 1960. No access and none of them burn that town. To go damage that play. And let what the government doing.
Okay. Okay. So right now the government have taken them to South Beach to jail. So what do you expect of the entire case?
They will feed the weight, the government, the law.
All right. Thank you, Omen. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. So we're getting random views from Liberians here in the streets, and you heard it from some of them. They have their concerns. What's up, my man? Yeah. You care to talk to me? I won't talk to you. I won't talk to me. But let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. But why you don't want to talk? Now, I don't even say about now. I want to talk to you. So what do you make of the entire thing as a Liberian, sir?
Or what?
This entire saga that's taking place as a Liberian, what do you make of it?
Oh, for me, I understand that burning that building is not something that they will let it go. It should not be something that will be like that. Let it go, let it investigate until the kind of logical conclusion. Logical conclusion, those that burn the building when they grab it, let it chill there. No one is more than the country. The country is more than everybody. Down to my father and mommy, the country more than him. So we're not like somebody more than the country. If you burn the building, let it be disciplined. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. All right, guys. So that's it. How are you? Fine. What's your name?
My name is
What are your concerns?
My concerns is that we are up for peace.
Okay. Introduce yourself. I will hold this for you. Just introduce yourself.
I'm only calling the government. And it's all the thing he can make investor be afraid to come here.
So when the government sees something that they think is unlawful, you don't want them to prosecute those who are involved. They shouldn't do it because of the fear that investors will not come to the country.
Yeah, the government have the right to prosecute them. The government have the right to take action. But in taking actions, you have to look at your background and look at where you come from, and you look at the situation in the country.
Also, don't you think the action to throw stones because folks were arrested will also scare investors?
Surely it can happen, because nobody would like to see the properties vandalized, destroyed. Nobody would like it that. So if I were the president, or if someone we can reach our president, look, for the sake of this thing, let it wait. And the government will get money. God will help the government get money to fix that place. But jailing the people,
so
can take action.
Are you saying nobody should pay for the actions that took place at the Capitol because the government doesn't want to scare our investors?
What that means that you can take action, but not at this crucial time when we are crying.
Well, I don't think an entire government will come out with accusations that they can't defend. If you listen to the police press conference, they said they have evidence in their possession for what transpired. But come to think of it, no one can be considered guilty until taken to the law, you know.
But where's the guarantee that you got?
So that's why they have to go to court. That's why they will present all of those.
That's why they will go to court, and then we'll bring it down. So when they go to court, then he will bring
everyone will bring the evidences that they have to prove that you are right or you are wrong.
We bring God that the evidence should come. If the evidence is true here, it should be prosecuted. But if the evidence is not true, then you say, oh, tomorrow I'm not ready to show evidence, or tomorrow I'm ready there. Then they're doing it's embarrassing to the innocent.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, folks. So there you have it. Random Liberians at street corners. The topic on the discussion currently now is, the most trending discussion currently. Like you have it, everyone at every street corner is talking about this. So we're going to now bring this video to our end, locate our vehicle. But let's get to the main junction where the police have placed their barricades. We're going to locate our vehicle. Once we get to our vehicle, and then we can see if we can head to the police headquarters where CDC chairperson Jangako and others have been taken into custody. and you heard 102 making strong warning, cautioning anyone who will attempt to derail the peace, ordering the arrest, heard in his own words, arrest them if they don't protest on the sides of the roads, if they stand in barricaded locations. So that's it, folks. We're just going right back at the Monrovia Central Prison, where the folks are. Now there are more police vehicles making their way to that location. Earlier there was just less than 20 officers at that particular Monrovia Central Prison. Just few officers were there, but now the number has increased drastically. More officers are coming in, and you see all of them with the tear gas launcher. They're making their way now to the Monrovia Central Prison to provide more security for the location, because it appears a threat has been neutralized as protesters were headed there in 2 pickup trucks. But a few of them were arrested. The rest of them were dislodged by the police. Now this is the main junction lane in UN Drive intersection. Right here at the ATS. This is where it all transpired. This is where the tear gas was thrown. I wish I could show you the shell, but it probably might have been picked up. So there's only one officer here trying to direct traffic. But this is where it all happened. This is the main junction where it all happened. And right here, the police had to chase the protesters out. As you can see, there are folks still on the standby. Folks on their balcony still looking. There are folks still on the standby. So this entire place has been barricaded now. Now let's walk back quickly to the Monrovia Central Prison. Let's walk right back there and see what's transpiring there. I'm going back. So let's go right back at the Monrovia Central Prison and let's see what's transpiring there now. Let's see what's transpiring there. But as we move on, you can talk to anyone who will be willing. To sound reasonable, you can express your dissatisfaction, but we won't allow certain tune. If you willing? Is he willing? Alright, so we're trying to see. Let's get on the other end of the road. We just want to show you what it looks like now. But as you can see, the traffic has been cleared. The traffic has been opened. The police is now allowing vehicles now to ply this particular location. So we're only going to go to the Central Prison there, show you what it looks like. I can guarantee you once we get there, there's going to be more men than there were before. It's going to be more men, more officers than there were. So as we move on, you can also join the conversation right here. Police vehicles, more police vehicles leaving the location. There's another pickup truck from the LNP right here, and there is another one again coming. This time around, this one is being packed. So it appears to me that the police obviously might have overlooked this particular situation, but here, joint security, more officers, but every moment, more officers. They keep coming by the minute. And more police vehicles packed here at this location. There is one, There's a 105. That's 102. And officers on the standby. More officers now. Like I told you, the number will increase. There are even more officers now than they were previously. Now, right now, the police have barricaded this location, so you cannot be allowed to go to the South Beach end anymore. You need to have a justifiable reason to cross this end. You need to have a justifiable reason to cross this end. So yeah. So folks, thank you. Thanks for following. So we've made our way finally at the South Beach prison, the Monrovia Central prison, and previously we didn't have this barricade here. This one that you're looking at, we didn't have it. It's fine. But right now, the number of officers have increased. The presence of police has increased. It appears it was overlooked earlier, but now, I mean, there is a huge presence of police, as you can see behind us. Earlier, this barricade that you are looking at was right at the main entry or the main gate of the Monrovia Central prison, but it has been brought somewhere here along the main junction or the main entry point, the route that leads to the Monrovia Central prison. So it also appears there is another one at the back and in other locations. So to access this location now is going to be tough for anyone. But again, folks, we obviously knew there would be some counter reaction to the arrest of these lawmakers, which we just witnessed with that number of protesters approaching the Monrovia Central Police, the Monrovia Central Prison, sorry. But they were dislodged by the Liberian National Police, and they all had to flee. But importantly, the CDC chairperson, Honorable or Mr. Jangako, was arrested, taken into custody. He was placed in the back of a pickup truck along with another protesters. There were two, and they were taken to the Central Prison, not Central Prison, sorry, but the Liberian National Police headquarters. So still can stay with us. You can look at the atmosphere. We'll whip the camera around a few times, and then we can rejoin you as we continue to follow this particular incident.
Yeah, myself will get over.
The police report also disclosed that this individual we allegedly distributed catch among some individuals to carry on the action incident on the Capitol Hill. Now, when we reached out to Jacob Dibi and Abubana Kamara, they said they provided logistics to facilitate the process. And so there were multiple charges relevant and those wrongdoings. And just of a few of them, the main criminal attempt to condemn people to commit murder, injury.
So, guys, we can rejoin you shortly. We'll rejoin you shortly. We're here now at the South Beach, at the Monrovia Central Prison. We can't go in there. We've been barricaded from going in there. So, but basically that's it. So where we are, the police will not allow us in there anymore. But I mean, basically, this is how far it has gone. There has been several arrests made of protesters, including the CDC chairman, Janga Ko, and several other protesters. Earlier, there were folks from the CDC who were here in huge numbers. In fact, they were even at the main gate of the Monrovia Central Prison, and they were allowed to stay there. They were not chased out. But in fact, that's because from what it appeared, we saw former CDC chairperson Moba K. Molu was here at the Monrovia Central Prison. We also saw former lawmaker Moses Akaosgre. He was also here at the Monrovia Central Prison. These people were not apprehended. None of them were arrested. They were seated. They were here at the Monrovia Central Prison, quietly agitating. You saw the video. You watched some of the ladies and the folks having their say, but across the fence, across the gate on the other end. But now, the police are bringing more materials, more equipment to create a serious barricade here, making sure that nobody has access to the main entry of the Monrovia Central Prison. Earlier we just had these two here, but now there are additional two that have been brought. So the entry of Monrovia Central Prison now is fully barricaded, and you can't make your way in here anymore. They've created the perimeter, and that's how it's going to be. You see the officers here giving instructions and making sure that this place is properly barricaded, and so you can only make your way in here if you are allowed by the police. So this is what it looks like, folks. Fully barricaded the Monrovia Central Prison now. You can't have access to this location easily. So guys, thanks for watching, thanks for following. So finally, before we leave you, 4 lawmakers are here at the Monrovia Central Prison, including former Speaker Councillor J. Fonati Koffa, Dixon Sibo, and 2 others have all been charged and processed and brought here at the Monrovia Central Prison, linked to the burning of the Capitol. They are being charged for arson and other charges. Earlier this morning, they were taken to the court. Their charges were read to them, and the lawyer did not file a bond for them, and so they were brought here at the Monrovia Central Prison. And then a few moments later, we saw a group of protesters being chased by the Liberia National Police. And some of them have been arrested, including the party chairman of the CDC, Mr. Janga Ko. For him and those arrested, they were taken to the police headquarters. So this is what it looks like now at the Monrovia Central Prison, completely barricaded. Like I said earlier, this barricade that you are looking at was not placed here earlier. It's now that it has been placed due to what transpired with the police and the protesters who were attempting to make their way here at the Monrovia Central Prison. So wherever you've watched and followed us on, we'd like to say thanks for watching, thanks for following. We'll rejoin you, but we're still here at this location. Thanks. Stick and stay with us. Anthony Williams.